Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Human Empowerment Experience LLC for Kettlebell Training with RKC Certified Kettlebell Trainer David Hills.
And Coach Kendra McLaughlin.
I hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday morning. It's Friday. You know what's funny is, okay, this is just an example. Yesterday was an example of how you can just do things when you're kind of not ready, but okay, so yesterday morning, I thought it was Wednesday, and it was actually Thursday. And then I had my workout pants on backwards.
Nice.
I
How many of you noticed?
I didn't even notice. So anyway, that was the kind of morning it was yesterday morning. But you know what? You just kind of push through. Even if you have things go wrong like that, we hadn't worked out in a couple of days. I thought it was a totally different day, and then I had my clothes on backwards. Wow. Okay, so it only gets better from there.
So that's actually a feature of the Savvy. It's reversible.
I was going to say that. Actually, speaking of reversible, we are having a fantastic drop of a top, and you can check my profile of it. It's not that kind of.
Stay tuned, folks.
Okay, now I can't stop laughing. Not that kind of a drop. Oh my God. I mean, fashion drop. They're going to put it in the website. It's reversible. We're not dropping our tops, folks. It's not that kind of a show. OMG. Okay. Oh my God. That was funny. But hey, this is right along the lines of something I want to talk about this morning is don't take life too seriously. My friend Luella, who lives in Canada with her husband and her beautiful daughter.
What a fantastic picture that was of her.
Wasn't it?
She's a beautiful woman.
She is beautiful. She is very beautiful. And she's a wonderful soul. She's just a beautiful person all the way around. And she's a great mom and a wonderful friend. And she's so thoughtful and just a wonderful person. But anyway, she posted a beautiful picture of herself in a profile picture. And she said something that I always need to be reminded of. Don't take life too seriously. If you're feeling all stressed out and all scrunched up and, laugh a little bit, find some humor in life, don't take life too seriously. We don't know how long we're going to be here. So enjoy it. There are challenges that come up every day. We all have that. But we also have to have fun and enjoy life as well. So that's was her message yesterday. And it really hit here. It really hit home within my heart because a lot of times we just do take life way too seriously and we don't enjoy life. So I'm going to let you get started with a warm-up. I have to go take care of something that needs to be taken care of over here, and I'll be back so you can warm up with the folks. So everybody get up off your seats and warm up with David, and I'll be right back.
All right. Yes. Okay. Get the body moving, guys. Have to forgive me for being not very talkative this morning. A 12-hour day yesterday. That's what I get for taking time off. Shift over to the left leg and lean to the right. Grab your fingers, step the palm forward, lift the elbow, stretching the flexors. Flexors of the fingers, muscles of the All right. You're just in time.
Everybody all warmed up?
Oh,
Fantastic. All right.
They missed you though.
They did. Good morning, everybody.
Like, man, this guy doesn't sing.
I know I do. I usually
Stands
do
there
all
and
the.
does
I
stuff.
usually do all the talking. So people aren't used to that.
No.
David worked 12 hours yesterday tiling.
I know, I told him.
Well, you didn't tell him what you were doing. I
There's
heard
my
you.
excuse.
You said you had a 12-hour
Oh, yes.
day.
Yes.
So he worked doing tiling, which is tough in itself. I can't imagine doing. We worked together and then a few hours, and I was exhausted.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, just like 4 hours, never mind 12. All right.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah.
All right. Let's put the kettlebell between our feet. Sit back into your hips. Grab the bell. Now, let's start by just pulling yourself lower. Stretching the glutes and the hamstrings. Now, seat the shoulders, drive into the heels, pick the kettlebell up, push the hips forward.
Actually feels good. Nice stretch.
2.
Moving your body like this too also helps remove any kind of emotional blocks.
Bring it around to the back, hold it with 2 hands.
As humans,
Push the hips forward.
if we are, there's a lot of stress going on. You want to be careful on this one with the back.
Yeah, don't bend your back. Push the hips forward.
I have to think about that one. And we hold a lot of stress. It might be grief, sorrow, anger, whatever it is that's going on in our life. And we literally, if you don't work it out of your body, your body holds on to it. Your organs hold on to it. So doing this kind of work, I also do trauma yoga, which is amazing. If you've never done trauma yoga, it's different than, we do a lot of twists and stuff, but it's not hard stuff. It's more internal working of the body, removing emotional blocks. And God, it's like getting a massage every day.
In fact, when I was in massage school, that's what our teacher told us. They said stress in your life is the degree to which you contract against your reality. That's why trauma yoga is so important, because it releases all that stuff that you're hung up on in the body.
And it's easy.
All right. Let's bring the kettlebell here. Stall it up at the shoulder. And 2, 3.
Now on this move, you really have to
Other side.
concentrate on using your hips. I mean, you use your arm a little bit, obviously. We talked about that yesterday. But you really want to concentrate on getting your core tight.
Change to the first hand again. Overhead. Try and make it one smooth motion from the bottom to the top. Other side. Keep it in motion, and this will be much easier. Kettlebell is about momentum. Pull it in, set it down.
All right.
All right. I actually need to step out for a minute.
Okay.
So
I'm going to do some swings, I guess. Yep. I'll swing out a little bit.
I would say do a little bit of swings, and do some swing to the rack and press.
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right. So, when we're swinging, we talk about this every day. We want to make sure that we have the right form. So we're just going to seat our shoulders, go down on our heels, and bring our kettlebell up. And we're going to swing. And really, what I'm doing is I'm using my hips. My core is tight. Using my arms a little bit, but it's really the power comes from your core, the middle part of your body. One-handed. Back to 2. And my arms are touching the crease of my hips. So my arms literally stay on my body until my hips pop it up. Don't forget to breathe. And we can put it down. And this is great cardio work as well. Oh, but it really works my core.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to do some work today on keeping the shoulders seated. One of the things that, we understand it conceptually, but we need to put it into practice a little bit. So here's what I want you to do. You're going to put the kettlebell on the floor, handle north and south, feet on either side, kind of wide. Sit back into your hip and grab the kettlebell with your hand. Now, without picking it up, I want you to seat your shoulder and then unseat it. Don't bend your elbow, seat the shoulder.
So let's show them what it looks like when you seat your shoulder.
Now this is the shoulder is seated by firing just the rotator cuff muscles. And what it does is it pulls your shoulder into your body. Watch. See that? Right now my shoulders are at rest. But you can see them if you watch. You can see they sit, they get sucked in to my body, right? It's like I tell people that make a fist on both ends of your arm. Keep it there. That's how you lift. When you're done with the lift, then you can release it. But during your lifts, you should have your shoulder seated the entire time. A lot of people will seat their shoulder and then they'll let it go when they go to do their exercise.
You really have to use some mind work and paying attention to the fact that your shoulder is naturally will want to do that.
This isn't how we, unless you work with your body all the time and do this as a habit unconsciously, you're not doing it. Most people don't consciously seat their shoulder. This is what I'm asking you to do. So sit back into your hips, reach down, grab the bell, Seat your shoulder, then pick the kettlebell up. Bring it back down, touch the floor with it. Feel your shoulder unseat, seat. Pick it up with it seated.
Now, what you should be noticing when you pick that up with it seated is there's less exertion in the muscle itself of the arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what it does is it stabilizes the arm. So when you're picking something up, let's say you're picking a heavy bag up or groceries or whatever, a kid or whatever, when you don't seat your shoulders droop.
That's right. Shoulders come forward.
You're using a lot of your muscle. When you seat your shoulder, it solidifies your arm so you have a base.
That's
so
right.
You have a stronger base to pick something up with.
True strength is knowing what to hold on to and what to let go of. So it's literally a stabilizing of the core, a seating of the shoulder, and lifting with the legs.
Yeah.
If you bend your elbow, you've now lifted with your arm.
Yeah.
And so don't bend the elbow at all. Try the other arm, reach down, grab the bell. Seat the shoulder and lift. I'm lifting, my hand is just a hook. It's just a hook, seated shoulder, and lift.
You can actually not even grip the bell. You can just use it as a hook, hook your
That's
finger.
right. That's exactly.
And then try it that way.
It's called a hang grip, right? Just like that. Don't even have to hold on to it. No squeezing, just hook and hold.
Now, this is going to help you, if you do sports, this is going to help you immensely when you're doing your sports. I'll give you a couple of examples. Let's say you play golf, hockey, or baseball. When you're going to swing either the golf club, the baseball bat, or the hockey stick, when you have your shoulders seated, your power comes from your middle of your body. You are not going to be able to do your best if you're just using the power of the muscle of your arm.
That's right.
You use your whole body. You've got the power of your entire body. And that's what athletes who are up at the top of their game do.
Watch somebody swing a baseball bat. They don't swing it with their arms. They seat their shoulders and solidify their arms and then use their core. See, this is not moving my arms. If I keep my hands in front of my chest, boom, there's your swing. Arms are just follow through. The movement comes from the psoas and glutes.
Less injury to the shoulder as well, because you've got it seated into the socket and you have it has a firm grip on your body. So there's less injury when it comes to, if you swing a baseball bat and you have your shoulder unseated, you're literally pulling your arm out of your socket.
That's right. Okay, so bring the kettlebell now, seated shoulder, keep it seated, swing it up to the rack. Did you already do the long cycle?
Nope.
All right. Now, here's what we're going to do. Swing to the rack and press overhead, focusing on making sure that the shoulder stays seated the entire time. Here we go. Swing to the rack, press. One more. Change hands. One. Cool. Now, what we're going to do next, we're going to work on our windmill. We're going to start with the low windmill. Put the handle of the kettlebell east and west. Put it next to one leg. I'm going to change the camera angle here just a little bit so you can see what we're doing. So with the kettlebell close. For me, I'm putting it close to my right leg. And you're going to turn both feet 45 degrees to the right. Put your hand on your left hip. Put your palm, the back of your right hand against your inner thigh. You're going to kick your hip back. Now look at that leg. Make sure that it is locked and straight. And don't lean towards the bell. Lean away from the bell. So kick your hip back, bending the front knee, the back knee stays straight. Grab the handle, don't lift it. Seat the shoulder. Tighten your core. Now move your hip across. That lifts the bell. Hip goes back. Core fired. Hip goes forward. 2, 3, 4, 5 going to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set it down. Shift the kettlebell to the other leg. Turn your feet to face 45 degrees towards it. Hand on the hip. Back of the hand to the inside of the thigh. Kick the hip back. Grab the handle. Make sure that that back leg is straight up and down or shifted backward. So actually look in the camera and you'll see that this leg is slightly that way. This is not easy. Think of pushing your hip backward. Yeah, it's really this requires a lot of stretch of your leg. Yeah. Okay. Kick the hip back, grab the handle, seat the shoulder. Now move the hip towards the bell. 1, 2.
Yeah, I feel a difference.
3, 4.
Now, for those of you who are lifting weights and not paying attention to your body mechanics,
You will hurt yourself.
And you're not going to get the most out of your workout. Body mechanics is super important. And you saw David correct me. I didn't even notice that I was doing that.
This is a hard one.
And it is on any workout. I'm sure there's many times I've been here by myself in weights when I used to lift weights, doing it totally wrong. Thinking I was doing it right. So body mechanics is important to get the most out of your workout and also not make your body worse.
Mm-hmm.
You may think you're pumping up the muscles and you're gonna look great, and you may on the outside, but on the inside.
Well, what happens is that if you use improper body mechanics, you will start to get stronger and you'll start to lift heavier and heavier weights.
The wrong way.
The wrong way until you lift a heavy enough weight or even a light weight trying to do it too quickly, and you will hurt yourself. And then you'll wonder why. You're like, I've been doing this for years. Of course I'm doing it right. No, you can do things wrong a million times and it's still not going to be right.
What's the saying that your sensei told you?
Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. That's the key.
I love that.
Okay, so we're gonna finish today with some snatches.
Okay.
We're gonna do so I'm gonna go up to a heavier weight.
I'm gonna try this weight, but I might have to go down.
Okay, well that's fine.
It's funny, I'm sort of like in the middle of the other one's really a little bit too light.
Yep.
And this one's a little bit too heavy.
That's fine. One of the things that you can do is You can start with snatch, and then if all of a sudden it's too much of a weight to do additional work with it, shift to doing long cycle, or go down to a smaller weight. It's totally fine. All right, here we go. Snatch, firing the kettlebell all the way overhead in one motion. Want to take a look at yours first? Think with the hip. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jinky. Jinky. One more set on each side.
Yeah. Cool. That was good. Whew. Very, very good. This morning. I'm sure they're there. A lot of times you can't see people. We do have a couple of people on Instagram.
You on Facebook here. Brandon, Justin. Whew.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It is Friday. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend this weekend. David and I have other things going on this weekend. I'm going to be giving a talk on Sunday to a private group about trauma.
Project 1 million this week.
And how it affects the body. And how it affects you during the holidays, which is great. There's so many things going on. I hope you enjoy yourself.
Let us know if you want to join the Project 1 million. This is a group which we belong to, and this is an event they're putting on tomorrow all day long. And it's a fundraiser for something called Stella's Voice, which is an organization that's raising money to combat human trafficking of children.
Yeah.
Perfectly worthy cause.
Yeah.
Definitely something to get involved in. Just pop on for a few minutes, do a $5 donation.
Yeah, and what's neat about this project as well is both David and I got nominated for this group.
Oh, right.
For roles, and they're going to be announcing the winners of the nomination and the runners up. But tune in. I'll put the link to Stella's Voice it's called the 1 Million Project, and we're trying to get 1 million people to donate. And
a million people donated $1. It's still $1 million.
Our mentor will also donate as well. But it's definitely a worthy cause. So I'll put the link in this live once the live is done today. And if you want to join and just pop in during the day, you can certainly do that. Sending you love, joy, peace, happiness to all of you in the world today. Sending special healing energies to those of you who are maybe suffering today. We love you. Thank you for your support. I hope you're working out with us. We're teaching you what we know. We know because we live it. We walk the talk. I mean, talk the talk and walk the walk. And it's Friday, so enjoy your weekend. See you on Monday. Take care.